10 scariest animals in the world. Even the word scariest is ominous. When you use the word scary, you're implying that you immediately turn away from the object and, if at all possible, break off your connection to the location as you flee. Some animals are so frightful that one would never consider glancing at them, much less going close to them. Although there are many cute and cuddly animals in the world, it is highly risky to run across them. The most vicious animals on Earth are those. As a result, if you come across one of them, you can wake up in the middle of your worst nightmare. The world's most hostile animals were taken into consideration when compiling this list of the scariest creatures on Earth. Even though certain creatures may be more lethal, they could also be very cautious by nature. Do not be alarmed, these are only photographs of the animals, not the real ones. The scary creatures include reptiles, insects, and amphibians, and it's important to notice that there is a scary variety of every family and species. In this video, we come up with the 10 scariest animals in the world. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and before we get started with the video, don't forget to smash the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get started. Number 10. Star-nosed mole. While the young star-nosed moles, Condylura cristata, are kind of cute, the adults resemble aliens with tentacles on their faces. These almost blind moles can navigate their environment because of the 22 arms of their star-shaped noses, which are crammed with sense receptors that are considerably more sensitive than the human fingertip. With their massive claws, they spend the most of their time digging underground and eating insects. They are the animal kingdom's fastest eaters, according to National Geographic, and can devour a bug in under a second. They are widespread in eastern North America, and by aerating the ground and plant roots with their burrowing, they contribute to the health of their habitat. They have been observed playing on snow and are semi-aquatic. Star-nosed mole, do as you please. Number 9. Southern cassowary. How about a bird that resembles a dinosaur, since we're on the subject of spooky birds? Native to northern Australia, southern cassowaries have a helmet on their heads and strong, sharp claws. It is not unexpected that adult southern cassowaries, Casuarius, lack the ability to fly given their weight range of 121 to 157 pounds. They can still run at speeds of up to 30 miles per hour and leap up to 7 feet into the air. The first thing they do when they sense a threat is to make themselves appear larger. If that doesn't stop the threat, they will kick and stab at the enemy with their enormous claws. A man slipped into his pet cassowary's enclosure in Florida in 2019, and the animal killed him. The southern cassowary, though, typically roars low and deep when in peril, so you'll likely hear it before you see it. Number 8. Giant golden-crowned flying fox. The huge golden-crowned flying fox, Acerridon jubatus, which may be found in the Philippines, is the biggest bat in the world with a wingspan of almost 5 feet 6 inches. That is wider than the height of the typical American adult. Fortunately, they differ significantly from vampire bats that consume mammal blood and occasionally birds. Herbivorous giant golden-crowned flying foxes are not dangerous to people. However, they are in danger of extinction because of habitat damage and poaching, which is harmful for the environment. By excreting the seeds from earlier meals, these fruit-eating bats aid in the development of new plants. Protecting these fascinating creatures is a priority for groups like Bat Conservation International. Number 7. AA. Both endearing and terrifying describe the AA, Daubentonia madagascariensis. This Madagascar native lemur is the largest nocturnal primate in the entire world, and it has large glowing eyes, long fingers, and ears that resemble bats. They are the only species in its taxonomic family, meaning no other animals are closely related to them, according to the World Wildlife Fund. They employ percussive foraging, which involves tapping on hollow trees with their long fingers to discover insect larvae to locate food, similar to how bats use echolocation. AAs are sadly critically endangered because they are frequently killed by humans, who view them as symbols of death in some local folklore. Number 6. Wolverines. You shouldn't engage in combat with a wolverine, even if they typically weigh less than 40 pounds. They'll probably start by hissing and possibly extending their enormous claws towards you. Because they are standing on their back legs, you will mistakenly believe that they are much larger. One of the world's most terrifying animals, the wolverine is likely to start attacking you with its claws if that doesn't work. They are definitely capable of tearing your flesh off with them. They will then use their razor-sharp teeth to devour you. However, despite their propensity to avoid humans, they have killed deer, bears, and other huge beasts without displaying any indications of fear. Number 5. Belcher's sea snake. The world's most hazardous sea snake is called a Belcher's sea snake, and it is predominantly found in the Indian Ocean. The slim body of this snake has a yellow base and green crossbands, and it rarely reaches longer than 3.3 feet. If this snake could spread its venom, it might kill up to 1,800 people with a single bite, according to scientists, despite its ability to stay underwater for up to 8 hours. You have roughly 30 minutes to get antivenom if you get bitten by one. Otherwise, you will perish. But because this snake is typically apprehensive, the chance of getting bitten is low. Number 4. Stonefish. Reefs off the coast of Australia are home to stonefish. Their back is covered in 13 spines. Each spine contains venom that can be lethal to most animals, including people. These are the world's most venomous fish. It is more likely that you will tread on one of these fish because they can remain alive on beaches for up to 24 hours. The fact that this fish resembles a stone makes it exceedingly deadly. This makes it possible to come across it before an animal is aware of what they are doing. Number 3. Golden poisonous dart frog. Although the golden poison dart frog may not have the most fearsome appearance in the animal kingdom, its body contains enough venom to kill 10 adults. The indigenous inhabitants of Colombia tip their blowguns and arrows with its venom before use since it is so lethal. The source of the venom in the golden dangerous dart frog is unknown to scientists. According to scientific research, a frog lacks venom if it does not consume its typical diet of insects and Colombian plants. Although coming into contact with this animal can be unnerving, scientists have found it to be extremely helpful. Number 2. Blue-ringed octopus. The blue-ringed octopus does not shoot ink at you when threatened, unlike the majority of octopuses. Instead, they attack you with lethal venom. The blue rings that develop on this octopus body whenever it senses danger can be used to identify it. It can be found in the waters off Australia, Japan, the Philippines, and India. According to scientists, the poison has the power to instantly kill up to 24 adults. This animal's poison is more potent than any land mammal. It would be difficult to detect if someone unintentionally stepped on a blue-ring octopus since its bite is so minute. However, within 5 to 10 minutes, symptoms can begin to appear. These symptoms can include numbness, gradual muscular weakness, tingling, difficulty breathing and swallowing, nausea, vomiting, and difficulty speaking. Since there is now no cure for the venom, the only option is to endure the symptoms, which typically subside within 15 hours. Only 3 deaths from the venom of blue-ring octopuses have ever been documented, yet on average, 3 persons are bitten by them each year. Number 1. Nile crocodile. Each year, 1,000 crocodiles of all kinds are attacked worldwide, and 40% of those attacks result in fatalities. The Nile crocodile, which may be found all over Africa, is the most hostile crocodile. The Nile crocodile is the second largest crocodile in the world and has no fear of anything. The length of a Nile crocodile can equal that of a giraffe. With the strongest bite in the entire planet, it is the top predator in the rivers of Africa. Crocodiles suffocate their prey by holding them underwater. When chunks of flesh start to break off, they utilize their 64 teeth to continually spin their prey. To quickly disassemble their prey's body, these animals cooperate. So that's all for today's video. I hope you all like this video. Please let us know in the comment box about your opinion, and do recommend some topics you want to see in the video in the future.